Hey there guys, and this is the Galaxy Ninja, and welcome to the second video, Steganography. You need to go ahead and navigate over to here. Notice there's an S right here. If you try to type in HTTP, unless it redirects you, you will not get here. Once you're here, go ahead and go to My Scoreboard. And as mentioned beforehand, we're going to go to Steganography. Now, Steganography is defined as archaic cryptography, or the art or practice of concealing a message, image, or file within another message, image, or file. And I actually have really fallen in love with steganography because it's really fun. Now let's go ahead and copy this little link right here without copying the problem. And it's a picture of Benjamin Franklin, and it says, "Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety." Now this right here is a JPEG. I know because I've done it before. We're going to go ahead and save image as, and up here, yes indeed it shows a JPEG. We're going to go ahead and save it in our system. I'm saving it to my desktop, because I'm going to be opening up my terminal. I know this is not malicious because it's from the CTF and Raven created it. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. You'll see a little download thingy. Let's shrink this down and see if it shrinks down. Ooh, it hates me now. Come on. There we go. And here you'll see the little quote right there. Let's go ahead and open up a terminal. Move this to the side. Now I am not in root, so I'm going to sudo everything. If you are in root, of course, you don't sudo. Now we're going to go ahead and use Steghide. This is the program that was used to encrypt the image or the message into the image in the first place. So sudo apt-get install Steghide. As you can see, it's already the newest version. Let's go ahead and do an ls. And there it is right here. Now remember, it hates me. There we go. Remember, I'm in the desktop, and you need to be wherever you download this little file, or you need to move this little file wherever your terminal happens to have opened. Whichever you want to do. Let's go ahead and try and get a little info on this. Yes, I can type. Dash info. Remember to put the file name. Tab fills it out quite nicely. Tells you what it is, and asks if you want to get information about embedded data. Heck yeah! Enter passphrase! Am I going to have to figure out a passphrase? What on earth type of password could they have put? Now wait a minute. If you've done any research, you'll know that Steghide actually has the enter passphrase for default. It does not matter whether or not there's a password. It will always say enter passphrase. In this case, there is no passphrase, so if you hit enter, bam, it'll tell you there is an embedded file, stego.txt. The size, encryption, compressed or not. Now if you try to enter a passphrase, let's go ahead and go up a couple. Oops. Yes, let's see. Password. So I typed in password, hit enter. Steghide could not extract any data with that passphrase. So the first thing you always want to try and do is just hit enter. Just like those back in the day when you had the computer and it asked for a password, but they didn't mandatorily say it has to have this and it has to have this and it has to have this or you can't create it. So you could just leave it blank. And so when you log in and ask for passphrase, you just hit enter and it was blank. So I actually know people who did that. Woohoo! So we're going to go ahead and try to extract this. Now, depending on the machine you're running, you may have to use different commands. So remember, you can always do a -- help whenever you have a question about something or need to know more about something. Here we have embedding, extracting, all this lovely information. And also remember that if you need to keep this right here up here, you can always just open a new terminal. There's no shame in having notes. There's no shame. And hey, see, in the RTLE you can go ahead and even see it right there. So we're going to go ahead and extract, and I think I'm going to have to sudo it. We'll see. So here, let's go ahead and do steg hide. Now, I used to be able to use a different command, very simple. When I first did this, I think I just did a -sf, and then I put the file name, and then it did it. But it's not doing that anymore for whatever reason. So again, depending on if you have an old version of steg hide, depending on your Linux distro, all these can change. So that's why you want to go ahead and bring this up, and why I brought this up. So you can see extract is -- extract, and then SF is select the stego file. So we're going to go ahead and do move that up there so you guys can see. Enter passphrase. Remember, there's no passphrase, so hit enter. And did you see that little thing pop up right there? Now again, there's other things you can play with, and if you don't like it saying stego.txt, you should be able to use an xf let's try test.txt. And there you can see test.txt. Say that 3 times fast, I dare you. Alright, so when you go ahead and open it up, you can either open it up in any editor. You can go ahead and just go. I'm just gonna do a nano. And you see there's a flag, and if you enter this flag, by the way, when we were talking about no copying the flags, that's not what we meant. So let's go ahead and go back to the Firefox. Go back to Motivated CTF. Click on that again so it goes boom. Paste. Answer. Congratulations! We have solved the steganography challenge. So there's one more right there, but before we do that, let's go ahead and close these out. Now, you can have a lot of fun. Hold on. Can't see. There we go. You can have a lot of fun playing around with this, embedding files. So say I used a different program to put the stego text into this file right here. Well, if I did that, you guys would have to use that particular program to open it up again. From what I understand, there is not one generic do-it-all program that will try all the different types of hidden steganography programs, or hidden text programs, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Let's go ahead and close that out. But it's a lot of fun, and another time I will show you how to actually embed it. One thing you do want to know if you do plan on embedding something, actually a couple things. For StegHide, open terminal here. And if there's something embedded there and you decide to embed something else into it, then it will overwrite it. Let's say that's interesting. See, I didn't know this before. Remember how I said you could choose what to name it? Well, this time I chose what to name it. Oh, there we go. And it wasn't making the flag appear. There you go. Interesting. Maybe it just had a backspace. I don't know. That is weird. Plain text document. Let's go ahead and open it up. Now, because this is not the original, I better not do that. So I'm going to go ahead and open terminal here. I'm going to create a text file. Hidden message. And this created the text for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put, this is a hidden, I can type, file. Have fun finding it, me. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. I'm going to go ahead and save it. I'll just hit the close button and it will automatically save it there. Alright, so we created our hidden message right there, and of course it's a text.save because I didn't actually technically save it, I just X'd out of it. And now remember that this is one of the first arguments you have to use, so whenever you type in StegHide, you have to use one of these right here. We're going to go ahead and do embed. Dash dash embed. Well, that was easy, right? We have to select the file to be embedded. That would be the hidden message. Then we have to select the file, the cover file. So -cf. We're not going to enter a pass. Actually, let's enter a passphrase. Let's enter in hi. 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 That doesn't say D1, that says done. So. So now let's go ahead and look at it again. Try to get information. Why? Oh man. It's not really corrupt. Let's try this again. Why? Hi. Enter. And there you can see the embedded file. To get it out, you just do enter passphrase hi. Already exists because we have it right here. Overwrite. If we don't, it won't write it to the desk. So let's go ahead and do that again. Hi. Why? So that might be one reason why you would want to go ahead and rename it. So that's just the basic steganography tool. It's called StegHide. And that is it for the StegHide challenge. We already went ahead and entered it in. So let's go ahead and stop this video here, and the next video we'll go ahead and do the next steganography challenge. So one thing I forgot to add with the StegHide challenge is that if you try to embed a file that is larger than the image itself, or a certain amount of dimensions larger than itself, it will not work. For StegHide, you have to have a much smaller file to place inside the image. Alright, we're back. So we're going to go ahead and do number 400. This is just index 4, so since I already have index 3 open, I'll just change that to a 4. Now if I try, look, it's Mr. Rogers. And if I try to save image as, I see that this is a PNG. So StegHide only works on JPEGs. So obviously I cannot use StegHide on this. Now if you have Opera, I understand you probably already have this extension. But if you don't have this extension, go ahead and follow along with me, whatever your browser may be. We're going to go to Tools. We're going to go to Add-ons. And you're going to search for Simple Steganography. And hide messages in PNG32 images, extract them via context menu. The text is embedded invisibly by a least significant bit algorithm. You can encode very short messages. So, has a whole bunch of how to hide text messages. So it's pretty cool. You can read up on that. But we're going to go ahead and get that. And we're going to go ahead and install. So let's go ahead and restart our Firefox. And while we wait, let's clean up our cluttered desktop. Oh, too late. Sorry, desktop, you'll be just like a cluttered room. And I don't have anything set to save here. That's the default. So there's not going to be. We'll just go ahead and re-navigate to. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and right click. And it says embed Stego message in selected image text now. Or check selected image text for Stego. So we're going to go ahead and check the selected message. And it may take a little bit. Please wait, scanning pixels. Please wait, scanning pixels. Depending on how fast your browser is, etc., etc., etc. Look at that. It says, this is your secret message. Read and remember. If you could only sense how important you are to the lives of those you meet, how important you can be to the people you may never even dream of, there's something of yourself that you leave at every meeting with another person. And that's Fred Rogers or Mr. Rogers. And there's a flag. So remember that. You know, you are all important. And even if you're feeling low or down, and thinking, well, you know, no one cares about me, I don't really matter. Someone does care about you, and you do matter. And in fact, you may be the very reason that someone else is living and breathing because you spoke a kind word to them, or you were able to get rid of a virus for them, or, you know, even sometimes just saying hi and a smile and a wave can brighten up someone's day. So remember that, and let's copy. You have to hit OK, or you can't go back over here. Paste. answer. Woohoo! And it should do the ow, blah 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 blah, but it doesn't. Scroll over here and you'll see that it's like this. Okay, so on your own time, go ahead and find different images, and to embed it, all you do is embed Stego message and select image text. And then it would pop up a little box and you would just write in what you wanted. It's really easy. We're going to go ahead and cancel. It already has a message in it, and we don't want the message overwritten. But again, have fun on your own time, no malicious files, and have fun and stay safe. Oh, and in case you were wondering, remember how I said it had to be specific? So if I tried to do the 200 question, the JPEG, using the simple steganography, it would not work. It would just sit there scanning the pixels forever. So remember again, whatever you embed, whatever program you use to embed the image in is the program you currently have to use to extract it. Maybe in the future that might not be the case, but right now, from my understanding, it is. Thanks, and have a great rest of the day.